I'm wearing the same top in 2 videos. I'm an outfit repeater. Lizzie McGuire taught me that one. I used to love Lizzie McGuire. She used to be like, I don't want to be an outfit repeater. I was like, Lizzie, I love you. Hello honeys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining me now, then if you've watched part 5, then you will know this is part 6. But I had to break it up into stages because I needed to go downstairs and just chill out because I was an emotional wreck. And this part of the story is quite difficult, so yes, let's do this. If you are new here, then please subscribe. I'd be so grateful. I want to do more story times. I want to do more of these, and yeah, I love you all so much. So let's get into the video. So following on from part 5, obviously I'd been beaten up and Laura had left me in the bed and it was all a bit of a weird scenario. Anyway, about a week later, Twilight had just been released and I booked tickets for me and my best friend Laura to go see Twilight. And we were not working that night. She was out with her friends that day and she'd called me. She was like, Imogen, can you check if we've been asked to come into work tonight? And I was like, yeah, I'll check. She was like, my Facebook's still logged in on your laptop. And I was like, oh, amazing. I was like, well, I'll go on there then and check. And she was like, yeah, just go on and check if he's messaged me on Facebook, because he would always message her on Facebook, my manager. He fancied her, so he would always message her. So I booked Twilight, but we could have gone to work after Twilight. And then obviously, I told you in the last one, Alexa kept saying to me, Alexa, who was the girl who beat me up, my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. Sorry, I just need to explain that. I kept getting messages from her of her saying to me, you need to be careful, your friends aren't real friends, they're snaking you, you don't have friends. And I'd be like, yes I do, and she sent laughing face and she'd be like, yeah, alright, keep thinking that, babe. And I was like, no, I have a best friend, she's Laura. Like, I genuinely believe what Laura does, I genuinely think it is actually the worst thing to do to a friend. Anyway, I mean, you might beg to differ, but see, I'm still getting emotional. Calm down, Imogen. I need to have a shower, that's what I need, a little hair wash, get rid of this grease. It is gel as well, don't worry. So then I've gone onto her Facebook. I saw a message from one of the girls from London who'd beat me up in her inbox. So I was like, And that was the hardest one, like she was the scariest one. So I clicked on it and my heart sank. I thought, I don't know, I didn't even think the worst, you know. I probably thought that she was just backing me up or sticking up for me. So I read these messages and it was like, Laura sent a message to this girl saying, babe, Imogen's seen the photos of you holding her extensions up. And then this girl sent laughing faces and she was like, haha, lol, we expected that anyway, we wanted her to see them. Then Laura messaged back saying, what does Alexa say? And then this girl messaged Laura back saying, haha, she's so buzzing off it, thanks again, Giel. Thanks again. So then my head's gone wild. No. My head isn't going fuming. My head and my heart are breaking because this is the girl that beat me up. My best friend's messaging them, laughing about photos with my extensions being held up, saying that I should die and being proud that I was beaten up. It gets better. Or it gets a lot worse. So then I went into deleted messages or hidden messages, it was something like that. Oh. And it was my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend in the messages. Oh, honestly, I can't explain it. She was actually in this room. It was in this room. My bed was facing that way. I still remember it. I was lying on this bed. I was a mess. There was messages for months. There was messages for months. This girl, by the way, my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, made my life a living hell. Turned half of Brighton against me. Honestly made my life a living hell, like took bullying to another level, took it to another degree, ruined my relationship, ruined my friendships. I can't explain it to you. Every friend I'd ever been friends with growing up, she'd taken. They were friends with her. But I had one friend left. I had one friend left, like, oh. And this is like, you couldn't even write this. My best friend had actually set me up to be beaten up. Sorry, I can't even say that without crying. God, it was like 10 years ago, but it still affects me. Sorry. That is how Laura plays into that whole part. That is why part 5 happened. I was set up. I remember saying to Laura, we need to leave, and of course she didn't want me to leave that club because she'd put me in that club left me. She'd gone to the smoking area and set it up for me to, oh. Sorry, this story time is just gonna make me crying, isn't it? Sorry. The messages I read, honestly, I wouldn't even say that, oh, I don't even hate anyone, but I wouldn't even say that about someone I really disliked. Like, I wouldn't say that about, I don't even know, like, you're in my house, you're living in my house, you're living in my house with my family, you were my best friend, everyone knew us together, everyone knew us as a duo, and you went behind my back for months. So you're living in my house, lying on the bed next to me, using my laptop. Using my laptop to send messages to a girl who tried to ruin my life, who bullied me for years and beat me up, but you set that up. Like, honestly, she was telling her where to get me to, the part of the club to get me to, telling her which club I was going to be in, everything. Everything. Messaging her updates like, yeah, we're just getting ready, Imogen's getting a bit drunk. Like, is that not evil? Like, is that not the most evil thing you can do to your best friend? No, I can't. I actually can't justify it for her. I actually can't even give her a reason as to why she would have done that. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm really understanding. I do feel like I try to empathise with people and maybe see that they've had a bad time of it or whatever, but to do that to someone. So then I remember running downstairs to my dad and telling my dad, and then I called her. My dad cried. My dad was disgusted. My dad was like, how has she been living in this house? How has she done all these things to you? And you know when just everything else hits you? I think it all hit me at this point. And I was like, I've put up with so much from you as a friend. And you actually, like, honestly, I'm not just saying this, the messages were evil. Like, if I'd go and see my ex-boyfriend, she would tell her everything, like personal details, like about my family and when my parents were divorcing, things happened, and she told her everything. So all these things she knew and was using against me, I kept remembering thinking, where are you getting this information from? And I remember calling my ex-boyfriend and being like, you're telling Alexa everything because she knows everything about my family, she knows everything. She didn't know it through him, she knew it through my best friend. Like, I genuinely believe my best friend snaked me in every single way possible, but this is the worst thing you could ever do to someone. Ever. Then I called her and I was like, where are you? And she was like, I'm at the bus stop waiting to come back to yours and we'll go see Twilight. She was like, are we working? And I was like, you're not coming here. I was like, I'm bagging your stuff up now, you're not coming here. She's like, Imogen, what? I was like, you're not coming here, you're not coming back to my house. And I'm not gonna lie to you here, Hans, I went mad. I did. For once, against her, I really did stick up for myself, but it's because I felt like I had nothing to lose because I'd already lost my best friend. I felt like I'd lost everyone because she was my everything at the time. And I said, I know what you did. I read all the messages to Alexa. I've seen everything. And then she was like, you evil bitch. Why did you go through my Facebook? That's what she said. Like, that's actually what she said. I said, you told her everything. Personal details I wouldn't want anyone to know. Details about me. About, like, just like, why would you do that? Things I never wanted anyone to know, let alone the person that hated me. And I said to her, you set me up. I got beaten up because of you. Sorry, HUNS. Just, you never ever think that someone that you love, someone that, I'm not saying this either, I'm not just saying this, I've done loads of mistakes in my past and I've been silly and I've done things and whatever, but one thing I never ever did wrong was to her. I was such a good friend to her, I promise you, I'm not just saying that. I was so loyal, I loved her so much. I was there for her 24/7, I would have dropped anything for her. Honestly, it felt like I just dropped. I felt like the world was caving in on me at the time, so I thought, oh my God. I thought I was never going to trust anyone again. Because you think, is everyone going to treat me like this? She didn't even care either. She didn't even really care. she did care about 2 weeks later. And obviously I will update you in the next video. I'll probably do a failed friendships aftermath or after story to let you know if I've seen her recently or how it all panned out after that. But came to my house, my dad put her bits out in bin liners outside the house, and that was it. No one spoke to her, nothing. And then she went and was best friends with my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend for years. They're not friends now, but she was friends with her for years. Best friends. That was even harder. I think that was even harder. Sorry, this is such a boring story time, isn't it? Sorry, because you're just like... But I found that the worst. Having to see them on holiday together. Like, me and my best friend went on holidays together, and now she's going on holiday with the girl who beat me up, who was ruining my relationship, spreading rumours about me 24/7, bullying me, threatening me daily. Even after she beat me up, I'd still get threats. I was scared. I lived on edge. I didn't go to college a lot of the time because I thought that she was going to come to my college and beat me up. Oh, it makes me feel sick. It honestly makes my stomach go funny. It makes me feel actually sick. How anyone can do that is beyond me. And I'm not even going to lie to you about this. I used to stalk them on Instagram and I used to stalk them on Facebook because it was like I wanted them to fall out, because I wanted my best friend to not be friends with someone who did that to me. And I remember once I said to her, why did you do that? And she was like, I hated being disliked because of you. I said, but I wasn't disliked for any real reason. There was no reason for me to be disliked. I wasn't a horrible person. It was because of who I was dating. And she was like, but I hated being disliked. I think that's enough crying for one night, don't you think? Honestly though, angels, I make these videos because I want you to know that we've all had bad friends. We've had failed friendships, we've had failed relationships, but it shapes you as a person. It shapes you as a person. And I know I might not seem strong crying about it now, but I am a strong person because I got through it. And I found beautiful friends now, and I found all of you, and I truly believe that you go through everything for a reason. There are so many things which you can't explain and you can't understand why you'd ever be put through that, but it's about trying desperately. And there's some situations where you think you can't, but try to find positives, because the positives from that situation, I found so many. I've learned so much about myself in friendships. I have a lot of patience. I am very loyal. It led me to beautiful destinations because I've got such amazing friends now who would never even dream of doing a thing to me, because we are best friends and we are loyal to each other. And all of you, I have met all of you, and I truly believe that these things happen to me so I can make videos to share with all of you. I know it sounds silly, but I said that the other day. I said I think that I've gone through difficult situations so I can share my stories with my angels, because I want to spread awareness for it. I want you to know that I relate to you. I relate to you. I can relate to anything you're going through regarding friends, because I feel like I've been through it. And even if I haven't been through that situation, then we can empathise with each other. Someone said to me recently that I'm an empath, and I really do believe that I am. I feel so deeply for other people, and even if I haven't been through their pain, I feel that for them. I guess I wish I'd got out sooner of that friendship, but I don't regret anything, because I gave someone my all and unfortunately it didn't work out for the best. But I know I would never go for those traits as a friend now, and I know what my worth is, and I would never ever settle for a friend that even treated me a tiny bit like what she did. And we go through bad friendships and bad relationships to show us just how strong and capable we are, but not just that, how amazingly fierce we can be. And I promise you, angels, you might think that you are going through something right now which you're not going to get out of, but you will. And we go through stuff to make us realise our worth. Any bad relationship, any bad friendship I've been through, I'm like, you know what? I don't deserve this. I deserve so much more. And I'm not going to stop until I find that. And I'm not going to settle for anything other than what I deserve. And that's what you deserve. If you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic friendship, I am urging you to understand and realise your worth, and don't be scared to be alone. Sometimes we stay in friendships and toxic relationships because we think life's easier with them, but it's not. That friendship with Laura was absolutely draining. It was so emotionally unstable, and I always felt on edge. I could have spent those years of being friends with her, being on my own and discovering what I want in a friendship. And you know what? It's not scary being friends with yourself. Honestly, it's not. I love my own company now, and I used to hate it. I was such a dependent person. That's probably why I stayed in toxic relationships and toxic friendships for longer than I should have. And I'm just urging you to realise your worth, because you are all so amazing. I know it's so much easier said than done for me to sit here and say, oh, get out of that relationship, get out of that friendship, because when you love someone, it's so much harder to let go. But I know that you have the strength inside you to do it. One day you will. I promise you, you will. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching all the parts of this video. If you want me to do an update of any time I heard from her after that, or anything else, if I've seen her recently, then let me know and I will do part 7, the sort of aftermath, the after story. Then please let me know down below. But if you want me to do any other story times on me being bullied, on any previous relationships that didn't go right, other friendships that have failed, please let me know, because I love doing story times. I feel like I'm an emotional person. I love sharing that with you. Thank you for allowing me to cry. Thank you for allowing me to share these stories. I love you with all my heart, and until next time, I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I've got so much more where that came from. Well, actually, yeah, I've got a lot of tears where that came from, haven't I? Let's be real. I could cry and cry and cry, but it's fine. It's healthy. It's healthy. Get it out. I love you all so much. Bye, angels.